Good evening and welcome to CJFS Hands Up Together 2021. This evening's program begins with a performance by Birmingham's own Evan Shaun Pezant. Evan recorded his own background vocals, and all of tonight's music was arranged and accompanied by his father, Shaun Pezant.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, no, I won't be afraid. Oh no, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Won't you stand now? Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, oh no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Won't you stand now? Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. And darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Won't you stand now? Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Won't you stand now? Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me.
Good evening and welcome to Collat Jewish Family Services 2021 Hands Up Together, Apart, honoring Nancy Collat Goedecke. I am Emmett McLean with Marjorie Perlman, and we're fortunate to be the co-chairs of this wonderful event. We started our program with a musical performance because music creates a mood, evokes warm memories, and creates unity.
According to the great philosopher Billy Joel, who ranks right up there with Plato and Socrates, music in itself is healing. It's an explosive expression of humanity. It's something we are all touched by. No matter what culture we're from, everyone loves music. The kickoff song beautifully conveys the way you have enabled CJFS to make isolated older adults feel loved and cared for throughout the pandemic. You will enjoy more music throughout the program, but right now, let's turn to why we are gathered here this evening and what you can expect in this 45 minutes.
First and foremost, we want to celebrate the work of CJFS and make sure that you know the importance of the services that the caring staff and volunteers provide to their clients. This will always give you insight into why Nancy, a past president of the board, ardent supporter, and unswerving volunteer, is so passionate about this agency that bears her family name.
We certainly could spend the entire 45 minutes talking about Nancy and her contributions to CJFS and, frankly, the entire community. But that's not how she operates, and she might even get a little angry. So we'll let her father, Charles Collat, do the gushing. He can get away with it. But let me just add this, so you understand why I am sitting here tonight. Nancy preceded me as CJFS board president and was a true mentor, truth teller, cheerleader, and last but not least, fabulous wine drinking companion. She made me a better leader, and we had fun together in the process.
And we all are going to have fun together tonight. We hope that you have your signature cocktail in hand, the Fancy Nancy, created by the master mixologist, Brandon Cook, at Blueprint on 3rd, with the accompanying snacks from local Alabama purveyors. This virtual party would not be possible without our dedicated event committee and capable CJFS staff. All of our meetings were remote, and despite some of the current challenges, everyone contributed. We're very lucky to represent this team tonight. Their names are listed in the event program you should have received in your goodie bag.
The event program also outlines this evening's agenda and lists our generous sponsors. Thanks to all of our sponsors and supporters for believing in the mission and ensuring that CJFS has the resources to execute it. This year, I am so pleased to recognize our presenting sponsors, Mayor and Medical Properties Trust. Both companies stepped up in a big way. Be sure to stay with us until the end of the program to see if CJFS Hands Up Together achieved the fundraising goal with your help.
Well, I think Nancy is thinking get on with the show right about now. So please join us in watching this awesome video about how CJFS is strengthening independence and enriching quality of life with a special focus on older adults and their families.
I was born with spina bifida. I needed help. I needed someone to be in my corner when I was dealing with my disability. I actually found your organization, and then when I called, I told them Pacific what I needed. I was looking for a counselor, and then I said maybe some social work or management, and that's what I ended up finding.
We were able to find those specific
Yes.
Services through the spina bifida program at UAB.
Yes.
And you hadn't had specialized spina bifida treatment for 40 years.
Yep. I found a doctor, a spina bifida doctor, because I haven't had a spina bifida doctor ever since I was little. Now, I also thank you for helping me get to the point of getting my chair, because I didn't think that was going to be accomplished either. I'm a faller. I can't walk far, long distance without falling. I was doing it on my own, trying to get a chair and stuff like that, but it would never turn out good by myself. But with Cynthia's help, it really did.
I know that you sought out our agency for counseling, and it sort of blossomed from there.
The biggest one of them all was just you being there and counseling me how to handle things to get myself back to normal when it came to my daughter. You know, I always wanted to be close to my daughter, and now I could thank you from the bottom of my heart on that, because now I know how to communicate with my daughter, and now we are the best of friends now.
Every month we're taking food and essentials to people that may not be able to go out and get it for themselves or may not be able to afford it.
Groceries are something that everybody needs as an essential lifeline. So being able to make these deliveries to their front door, especially during the pandemic, helps them with a friendly face in the community and reminding them that there's people that know about them and care about them.
I think it's a blessing, and I think it does. I know it does help a lot. And to me, to have to be able to just have that little bit of extra means the world to me.
When I call them, they respond. Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you too, Ed. When I just need a little TLC. And I'm finding I need a lot of that these days. And they are very, very both great at that.
We work together on making sure he's getting to his medical appointments and making sure that he is staying on top of any medications, reorders that he needs. We often talk about transportation together, how to get to certain places. We like to make sure that he is feeling good and getting the socialization that he needs, because we like to talk to each other, and we're good about knowing how he's feeling these days, especially during COVID when it's kind of quiet.
If I've got a problem, I take it to Amy. If I need something done, I take it to Jazz. Jazz, she's wonderful.
Well, it's like a second dad, really. He has so many stories to tell, and it's just so easy to get along with him.
I keep it straight, and she vacuums, does the dishes. I make Jazz sit down and talk with me half the time she's here, because that's a big need.
All he really wants is company and someone to talk to.
Once the pandemic began, we called and he talked on the phone a lot, which is wonderful that we had that. But when we were finally able to come back into the apartments and get to actually see the clients, that was a great day.
I can't say enough about her and Jazz. They are two of my favorite people now.
It makes a difference in his life, and it gives peace of mind to his family who's not here. But as it makes me proud to be part of an organization like CJFS, and it's everything.
I had heard about CARES and all of the things that they do with people, and Joe loved it. There were other guys there, other men, and he thought that was terrific. They were doing all kinds of things. He likes to sing, and he was getting exercise, and he was getting lunch. He was so happy. You know, I couldn't provide that kind of socialization here. And as for me, they had a support group that met on Thursdays, so I kept going to the support group and found that's such an important part, because not only are you getting information from other people, but you're getting skills. We have no family around, so it got to the point where I didn't feel comfortable leaving him. It made him too anxious, so if I had to go someplace, I took him. They kept pointing out that I could have somebody, that maybe it would be better for my stress level if I could get some time alone or have somebody to help out. And then I came at the end of CARES, and she introduced me to Michael, and he came one day, and I thought, this is wonderful. So that's how I got Michael. With the pandemic, then, we've had Zoom meetings, not just once a month, but every Thursday night, and that's the highlight of my week. I have continued with my caregivers, so that's been good for me. Then the volunteers, who are just wonderful people. They're just over the top wonderful. And I really think that between my caregivers and the support group, then that has kept me sane. That has kept me a lot saner than I was 2 years ago.
There's nothing that I can repay or pay, but I mean, it was a blessing to find them at the time I was going through stuff in my life.
I'm so grateful. I can't imagine what I would be like if I didn't have CARES and the caregiving group.
Oh, Lord, thank you. Thank you very much, CJFS. You may not know how much you mean to us.
And now a word from the people who know Nancy best, her family.
I am David, Nancy's oldest son.
And I'm Jana, Nancy's daughter-in-law. And the word that we chose to describe Nancy is dedicated.
She is always dedicated to her family and her community.
And always dedicated to Toddy time. Congrats, Nancy. Cheers.
What do you think of when you think of Nancy?
Supportive. She is so supportive of the family and everything that we do, and she's so supportive of our community.
We're so proud of you.
We're proud of you, Nancy. Love you.
Hi, I'm Nancy's sister, Susie. The word my husband, John, and I have chosen to describe Nancy is devoted. Nancy has devoted her time and energy into the care and well-being of others. She's always there.
We're so proud of you, Nancy.
I'm Joanna Collat, Charles's wife. Nancy, I know we were only supposed to pick one word, but because you're so special, we picked two. We picked be good because, as you know, that is a family saying, be good and do better. You have certainly done that, and I know you will continue to do so, and we just want you to know that we love you,
baby.
This is Scott, Nancy's youngest son, and Lauren, her new daughter-in-law. And the word that we have chosen for Nancy is committed. She is committed to her community, to her work, and most importantly, to her family. We love you.
Love you.
The word we chose for you was involved. You are so involved in the community and your family and determined to make all those around you better.
We know you will stay involved and to continue to make a difference. We are so proud to call you our sister. Congratulations.
I am Ava. I'm Alex. And we are Nancy's favorite grandchildren. The word we chose was loving because Mimi loves us so much. I love you, Mimi. We love you.
Hello, I'm Charles Collat Sr., and I have the unique honor of being Nancy's father. Nancy's a special person. She's one of the most thoughtful people I have ever known, as she takes after her mother, who was loved by everyone who knew her and was always thinking of what she could do for others. Nancy learned from her example. When I was asked to pick a word that describes Nancy, thoughtful immediately came to mind. Every time Nancy does something for someone or for some organization, which is very often, it's prompted by her thoughtfulness of others and a desire to help. She took care of her sister Kaki from an early age of 1 year and always made sure that her other siblings, Susie and Charlie, stayed out of trouble. As a young woman in college, Nancy got involved in many activities and ultimately led most of them. She was president of the student body and active in her sorority. And when she returned to Birmingham, she continued her community involvement. When Nancy commits herself to something, it's 110%. The thoughtfulness with which she approaches these commitments has led not only to positive outcomes, but to a rich network of friends and colleagues who respect her and care about her. Her leadership and thoughtfulness resulted in one of the most successful fundraising years of our United Way, and her involvement in other organizations are just too numerous to mention. Along with her other responsibilities of running a business, she takes time to write all of the associates at Mayor birthday greetings each year, which amounts to over 1,000 notes. This epitomizes her thoughtfulness. I'm so proud to be Nancy's daddy, and I'm proud of her many accomplishments. I know that Nancy cares deeply about the work of CJFS and has thoughtfully given her energy and passion to ensure that families in Birmingham have a place to come for guidance and care as their loved ones get older. I appreciate the much-deserved honor which is being bestowed on Nancy by CJFS and all of you who are here and supported this important cause. And now it's my pleasure to welcome our honoree, Nancy Collat Goedecke.
Wow, what an honor to be introduced by someone that you have so much love, admiration, and respect for, like I do for my father. I know as he introduced me, he was introducing me on behalf of himself and my late mother, Patsy Collat, of blessed memory. My parents have always supported me and been my biggest cheerleaders, and have set an example for me and so many others to follow. And then to be recognized by an agency that I'm so proud carries my family name. Collat Jewish Family Services embodies all that I support and value as a member of the Jewish community and the greater Birmingham community. It is a nonprofit organization with a long-standing commitment based on Jewish values to care for people of every faith, age, race, and income level. We serve individuals and families at every stage of life, with a special focus on supporting independence and enriching the quality of life for older adults. Let me just say a huge thank you. My involvement in CJFS began many years ago when Sherry Romanoff called and asked me to be on the board. I remember telling her I had a lot of commitments at the time, and she understood and called back the next year. When I said the same thing, she asked, "When do you think would be a good time for me to call back?" I thought about it for a few minutes and I said, "How about in 3 years?" Guess what? She did, and I did, and as they say, the rest is history. Thank you, Sherry, for your perseverance. While I was certainly proud of the agency that carried my name, I had no idea of the incredible work that the agency did for so many. I became a board member and my passion was sparked, and before I knew it, I was president. That seems to happen to me a lot. As I reflect back, I remember the two biggest misconceptions I had were that CJFS was just for Jewish people and just for people who couldn't afford other services. In fact, CJFS does serve both of those groups, but CJFS is for everyone. If you have an aging family member and you want quality expertise, guidance, and care, CJFS is the place to turn. CJFS's comprehensive case management program is an example. In 2020, 96% of older adults in our program were able to continue living at home safely and independently. Those who are able pay for the care and support they receive through CJFS. And because of donors like each of you here tonight, when someone cannot afford it, they pay on a sliding scale. Our in-home personal care service, which is part of the care management program, is specifically for those who cannot afford care. Our average fee in 2020 was just $4.03 per hour. At age 72, my mother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Of course, we were devastated at the time. Little did we know that as a progressive disease, things would only get more difficult. We joined CJFS's caregiver support group to help us cope and learn how to deal with the challenging behaviors that come with this disease. My mother fought and suffered for over 12 years with this awful disease. It is the reason I am so passionate about the CJFS CARES program. CARES is a group respite program that was the first of its kind in Birmingham. Not only does it provide a break to family caregivers, but it is designed to be fun and engaging for the participants, offering exercise, cognitive stimulation, and socialization. In fact, since it began in 2015, 97% of caregivers have reported that it improves the quality of life for both themselves and their loved ones. And in 2019, Pam Leonard, our caregivers director, was named Dementia Professional of the Year by the Alzheimer's Foundation of America. When my parents made a significant gift to this agency, they did not know that it would be so helpful to our own family. They believed in the mission and the values of the agency. I've heard my parents say over and over again how great it is to give while you're alive, to see the fruits of your gifts. Each of you here tonight have given generously, and I hope you enjoy seeing how you are making an impact. When I accepted this honor, I did so because I believe in the agency, its leadership, and direction. CJFS is an agency for all, as I previously mentioned. It is a special secret that we need to let out. As Suzanne Durham, retired CEO of the YWCA, wisely says, the more money we raise, the more mission we can create. So let me end by making several very important thank yous. Thank you to Lauren Schwartz, our fantastic CEO, and Marjorie Perlman, our most recent Hands Up Together recipient, who Zoomed me and asked me to accept this honor. Although I tried to say no several times, they did not let me, and I am so grateful. A very special thank you also to Marjorie Perlman and Emmett McLean for being our Hands Up Together chairs. This event's success is due to the incredible amount of time, energy, and love that they put into making it amazing. And of course, the entire committee who either did the fundraising or the event planning. There are too many names to mention, but they are in your program. Each of you hold a special place in my heart and have my genuine and heartfelt thanks. I would also like to recognize CJFS's Development Director, Elaine Witt, for her hard work bringing this event to fruition. And I want to thank the entire CJFS staff for their love and dedication they express every day to their clients. Of course, another very important thank you goes to my personal family and my mayor family. You support me, encourage me, and allow me the flexibility to do what I do in our community. Additionally, I want to thank the honorary chairs, my father, Charles Collat, and Joanna. I am one lucky lady. Last, but certainly not least, I am deeply grateful to each and every one of you that have supported Collat Jewish Family Services and the very important work that we do and will continue to do because of you. This has been an incredible honor and one that I will always cherish. Thank you.
And now, please welcome Birmingham vocalist Lenora Goodman Panion.
Listen as your day unfolds, challenge what the future holds, try and keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears, go ahead, release your fears, stand up and be counted, don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser, you gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. Herald what your mother said, read the books your father read, try and solve the puzzle in your own sweet time. Some may have more cash than you, others take a different view. My, oh my, hey, hey, hey. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser, you gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger, you gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. Time asks no questions, it goes on without you, leaving you behind if you can stand the pace. The world keeps on spinning, can't stop it if you try to. The best part is danger staring you in the face. Listen as your day unfolds, challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. My, oh my, hey, hey, hey. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. Got to be bad, got to be bold, you got to be wise. Oh, you got to be hard, got to be tough. My, oh my, yeah. You gotta be wiser, you gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger, you gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day.
I'm Lauren Schwartz, and I'm honored to be the Executive Director of Collat Jewish Family Services. I'm so grateful you've joined us tonight and want to share the impact that your generosity has in our community, particularly for older adults. You may have supported us for decades, or you may be a new supporter, here because of the amazing Nancy Goedecke. Either way, through CJFS, you are ensuring that in Birmingham, older adults and their families have a place to turn as they face challenges in their lives, regardless of their faith or their financial situation. Nancy is a leader, a visionary, and a doer, and tonight we honor her. She generously shares her time, her ear, her guidance, and her creativity. She has been a mentor and a friend. Thank you, Nancy. As Nancy shared in her remarks, CJFS means so much to her because of the way in which we honor our clients, their individuality, their strengths, and their self-determination. We honor family caregivers, spouses, sons, and daughters, dedicated, loving, and self-sacrificing people who, in the face of incredible stress, come together through the CJFS Caregiver Support Group to offer mutual support and insights. Being a part of our support group is often the one thing that makes it possible to get through a day when all seems hopeless. CJFS expanded the group from once a month to twice a week last year to meet the mushrooming needs. We also added free one-to-one telephone support for continued guidance with Pam, our dementia care specialist. CJFS also honors the caregivers' loved ones with dementia. Our CARES respite program gives participants a community where they are valued, engaged, and accepted for who they are. Because people living with dementia often cannot participate successfully online, our families are eager to bring back their loved ones to the CARES space when it's safe to do so, and we hope that will be very soon. At CJFS, we honor older adults like Mr. M, for whom we are the only family they have. Through care management, Mr. M has Bree, a CJFS social worker, who recently got up at 4 a.m. to take him for an MRI. Were it not for Bree, an MRI would not have even been an option for Mr. M. Concerned about his intense, ongoing pain, Bree accompanied him to his doctor's appointment, advocated for him, and supported him as he coped with his anxiety being out in the world after a year of isolation. Without Bree, Mr. M wouldn't know the cause of his pain or that there's a path toward relief. And Mr. M has Jasmine, his personal care attendant, who visits twice a week, ensuring that Mr. M has the meals he needs, fresh linens and clothes, and a clean apartment. Jasmine ensures that he lives in a space of dignity without risking his safety to clean or cook. Before and throughout the pandemic, she is a caring connection who reduces the isolation and loneliness he faces. At CJFS, we honor those who have struggled to find mental health and wellness during this year of loss, trauma, anxiety, and isolation. We have always met our counseling clients where they are emotionally. This year, our therapists literally met them where they were, by phone, video, and even in person, providing the space for people young and old to learn coping skills, to explore their feelings, and to move toward healing. The need for mental health counseling continues to grow in the shadows of the pandemic, and CJFS is ready to meet it. I'm privileged tonight to honor our CJFS staff, for whom supporting independence and enriching quality of life is not just a job or a mission statement, but a deep conviction and a passion. Thanks to their dedication and heart, our clients may have been isolated this year, but they have not been alone. A few more notes of gratitude. Thank you to Marjorie, Emmett, Charles, and Joanna, and your wonderful committee. You came together for Nancy and for CJFS and created this fun event together and apart. Thank you to President Joyce Shevin and the entire CJFS Board of Directors for your guidance, commitment, and generosity. And thanks to Elaine Witt, our Fund Development Director, and her team for always making Hands Up Together a meaningful and successful event. Finally, I want to thank and honor Mayor and Medical Properties Trust and all of our sponsors and each of you. You have trusted CJFS to fulfill our mission and achieve our impact. You have enabled us to keep those we honor safe and supported in their homes, to offer them access to essentials such as food and health care, to improve their mental health and well-being, and to enrich their quality of life. From the bottom of our CJFS heart, thank you. And now, to close our event and lift our hearts with song, please welcome Cantor Robert Wittner of Temple Emanu-El.
Sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. If I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. It won't be long till I'm gonna need some somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up the road. I'll bear your load if you just call me. Call me if you need a friend. Call me. Oh, call me if you need a friend. Call me.
Thanks to each of you, this has been our most successful fundraising event ever, raising more than $330,000. Thank you for supporting CJFS, and have a good evening.